Welcome to my Valheim Pack Mule series. I created a mod which basically requires me to be a pack mule, because I'm not allowed to store any items. Anything I want to keep has to stay in my inventory at all times. I was excited to show my wife my first mod, but since she's never played Valheim, I decided to take her along for an entire playthrough. Join us as I play through all of Valheim with only the gear on my back.
Okay, so this is, if you haven't noticed, a long episode. Just, half hour.
Bear with us.
If you notice in the bottom right hand right now, it's generating new stuff because this is the first episode after the Bog Witch update. So that doesn't change a whole lot for me right now. I do end up having to get some different stuff that I'll show you, but I'm not really going to be going to find the Bog Witch to do stuff.
You want to tell me what that update is?
I will tell you in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. But yeah, this is a bit of a longer episode. Because I'm not going to be going for the stuff right away. I'm not actually going to. Anyways, but what the update does is it breaks out a bit of the cauldron stuff. I'm making an area for the upcoming Black Forge. It breaks out the cauldron into a cauldron and a mead kettle where you make meads, and then a food preparation table where you can put together stuff that's not stuff you're cooking in a cauldron. So you're making soups and stuff in a cauldron, and then you go to the food preparation table to make, bread.
Is this just to make the game more tedious, or is there another reason?
Well, they do. The Bog Witch sells a bunch of stuff to make a bunch of new types of potions.
Okay.
Is one thing.
Oh, that's exciting.
And then they also have feasts, which I will mention that, I guess, as well.
Feast of Odin.
What is that?
It's a board game. Just keep moving on.
Okay.
Might be Odin's Feast. Something like that. It doesn't matter. Move on.
So I'm also not going to be doing a lot of stuff with this during the run. I'm going to kind of finish it out without using a lot of that. One of the weird things that I could do that would probably be pretty helpful for the run is you can use a serving tray to place down food items like they're buildable items and then just consume them when you want. So that would obviously be pretty helpful, and then I could kind of just place it all down at my base and then go eat it when I want to eat it. Mm-hmm. There's also the new feast items, which are kind of made to do that, in that you place the feast and then it lasts for an hour every time you eat it, and there's 10, you can eat from it 10 times before it runs out.
But you're not doing that.
I'm not going to be using those.
Why not?
Just because I've gone through most of the run without it, and I don't want to then just split this up halfway through and be like, oh my gosh, look, and now we're using feasts and it's great.
So you're just sticking with the OG way you started this. That's how you're going to end it.
Mostly because it also kind of impacts the whole not being able to store stuff things, because that's kind of a way around that I hadn't really thought of beforehand because the update wasn't out. Right. So I'm just not going to use those.
Okay. What are you doing right now, really quick?
Food. I'm searching in the Mistlands. So this is where I'm heading next. Right now I'm trying to make a Black Forge. That's the little area I was making a little area for it because that's the next crafting station for the Black Forge.
Okay.
I'm going to be going to the Mistlands to get some, what are they, black cores to make the Black Forge. And so I need to find some dungeons in the Mistlands. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff in the Mistlands. That's partially why this episode is so long. Okay. It's a similar amount of in-game time as most of the episodes. There's just, I'm not just speeding through the entire thing quite.
Okay. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about the Bog Witch? What's her name?
Bog Witch?
The Bog Witch update?
I don't know if she probably has a name, I'm sure. Just there. So if I run into her, there are some things that would be nice to make for potions, and I'm fine with using those because that's I've had potions, and then it's potions. It's going to be the same thing.
Okay.
But the main point is that I'm not going to use the serving tray thing to place down food when that kind of is a weird way to get around the whole no storing stuff thing.
How do you find her?
She's just in the swamp. So she spawns in a swamp, like how Haldor spawns in a black forest and Hildir spawns in a meadows.
Okay, so you have to basically go searching swamps for her, and then if you find her, she pops up. So you're not going to go searching for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And since you're done in the swamps, you're probably not going to find her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
What is this noise?
So this is
I don't like
Secret
that.
Soldier. Yeah, this is. Have you seen one of these?
I don't know, but if I have, I don't like it.
Secret Soldier. This is a big boy. So he can break down these Yggdrasil trees. Otherwise, I would need a black axe, which I don't have any black metal.
I think you were telling me about this guy at one point. I don't think I've seen him.
Yeah, so he's a big boy. He does a lot of damage.
Ay, ay, ay.
But I'm using him like a troll to break down this tree so I can get some Yggdrasil wood since I don't have a black metal axe. And I need like 10 Yggdrasil wood for something that I don't remember exactly what, but he's going to break it down and help me with that. So I'm getting that while I'm out here. And then again, I'm going to be looking for black cores that are, I specifically have to go to dungeons to get it.
Why are there so many bugs in the Mistlands? Just really big bug looking things.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's
anyway,
all
keep
just
going.
it's all just kind of nasty. You got the ticks and the.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like it. I wouldn't like this game.
Oh, I know.
And that's why I don't play it.
This is why you do not play it with me.
Spiders in Minecraft freak me out. Definitely couldn't handle this stuff.
Even if you're going to be playing, it's not even just like, oh, I'll just do the stuff in the base because then you get raided and then.
And then what am I gonna do? I'll just start
like,
crying.
hey, come home, please. Hey.
Can you pause your account? I just hand you my computer. Anyway, back to this.
So, anyways, we're getting. There's another tree. Again, I think I'm trying to get like 10, and it's very precarious. I'm down to 22 health. This is very annoying. Trying to get this to work, and so I do end up when I'm ready to kill him, just dragging him over to a random Dverger outpost that I saw for them to kill him. So
Nice.
there we go.
Nice. Way to use those to your advantage.
I'm also collecting seeker meat while I'm here because seeker meat is very nice.
You were saying that at one point.
Yeah, and you can collect quite a bit of it. Like you're gonna be killing a lot of seekers while you're out here. So, that guy hits hard. He barely hit me, and it took a big chunk of my health.
Yucky.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so here we go. Fast forward something. I got 12 Yggdrasil wood. That's enough for what I need it for right now. Which is good. Which is why I then killed him. So, right now, I'm gonna be looking through again, and I'm just looking for dungeons, and I'm not running into them very quickly at all.
Dungeons in the Mistlands?
Yep. So it'll be like a. Yeah, I killed myself here because I've run out to a big spot and I haven't found any, and I'm just gonna go back home. So
I've given up.
I'm gonna take my ball and go home.
Perfect.
And yeah, so it's a bit of a rough process. And I will say, because some people are gonna watch this and be like, why just wait until you wait until you get to a wisp light to go into the Mistlands so you can see. And you'll see later when I actually get the wisp light, it doesn't help that much. It feels like it's like, why are we even doing this? Okay, so I'm coming out to a different area. This area is just north of the Ashlands. If you see on the map there from half a second of looking, it's just north of the Ashlands. This is where I put down a portal, and I came and I built the carve to actually sail down there. So there's Mistlands over here, so I'm just sailing over here to try to get to Mistlands to search for more dungeons.
Okay.
And yeah, and that's where we're going now.
And so I understand your point that the wisp
Wisp light.
doesn't do much good. But if it does a little good, why do you need to do this before you beat the plains boss? What is the benefit of doing this early?
Question. So this is this goes into not wanting to make a bunch of extra things and not wanting to keep stuff in my inventory. My goal right now is to get the Ask armor.
Okay.
The Ask armor is from the Askvins in the Ashlands. Okay, so to get that armor, you get it from killing the Askvins in the Ashlands, and they're like the Locks. They're like the the boars, the deer. They're just they do a crap ton of damage, but they're the mob that you can tame in the Ashlands. They drop their hides and use their hides and linen thread to make the armor. So you don't need metal. You just need their hides, or what is it, leather, whatever the heck it is, and then linen thread and like Lox belts from the Loxes. So that's the armor I'm going to be going for because it's a very good end game armor, and that will be the armor that I use all the way to the end.
Okay.
So once I get that armor, then I can go through and start killing the bosses. But that's what I'm going for right now. So to get that, all I need from the Mistlands is the Black Forge.
Right, okay.
So right now I'm just trying to find a couple dungeons to get the black cores, and I will be done here.
Okay. What's that chain hanging thing?
Yeah, that's just a random thing that spawns. There's several of those things that spawn down there. With it, sometimes there's let me see. Okay, and we're back.
They didn't know we left.
Well, okay. You probably heard noises in the background. Jeez. What was I saying?
Our robot vacuum was just trying to do the Lord's work. You were talking about that chain.
But so quickly, okay, so this is an outpost. This is like a diverger outpost, but it's abandoned. So there's none of the diverger.
Ew,
there's none of them there. There's just seekers that spawn in here.
Probably because the seekers killed them all.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yep. And
That's
these guys do a lot of damage. Another one fell on top of me. I got Bonemass on. Okay. So this is the type of crap going on here. The Wisp Light would be helpful in these fights in that it does give you like a little bit of sight around you. So it is easier to see what the heck is happening right around you. It is helpful for that. It's just not helpful for exploring. But my gosh, I put on Bonemass. I'm still getting mauled. Just from 4 seekers. My goodness. Whew. So I don't want to die here. The thing about this is the abandoned fortresses like this are where dungeons are. So at the bottom of this spiral staircase, there is a dungeon down there.
Okay, well, why don't you go down there? Are the seekers going to follow you?
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to be trapped between them and then going inside the dungeon where there could be stuff that it's not ideal to rush in there with super low health. But yeah, so I'm trying to just clear them out before I go down there because I also want to build a portal, so if I die I can jeez.
So you're using this stone column as kind of a
barrier to try to keep some distance between me. I'm healing up a little bit, over time.
And you do not feel rested.
I don't. Not anymore.
Okay, incredible. So you've killed those guys.
Got him dead. Fantastic. So I'm gonna put a portal down, which I can go down there and I just kind of do it right by the entrance. I'm hearing something else crawling around, so I'm just trying to make sure real quick that nothing else is gonna come in. A lot of times the seekers just like to sit right on top of the structure, so that's probably what's happening. But
okay, so now you're going to the bottom.
Yeah, so right down there is the entrance, and you can just kind of build a crafting table and a portal right down here.
I'm waiting for something bad to happen. Something bad gonna happen?
Who knows? Not I.
I mean, you do. You're the one who's played it. Okay, all right. So what's gonna happen now?
I should really probably go rest up, but also I have my Bonemass.
Which does something for you that you've explained, but I forget.
It's just like, I think it's like 60% damage reduction. It helps out quite a bit. So I'm going back. I'm going back to get rested, and then now my Bonemass buff is basically all gone. Okay, I'm gonna run in while I have it still for a minute. If you notice that glowing thing over to the right, that was a black core right there. It's kind of not really in view anymore.
All right. So
there's one black core. I need 5.
Okay, so you're going to get it. How many are in a dungeon usually?
Random amounts. I've seen as little as 0, which it's fairly often. I feel like I see 1 or 2, and there's sometimes I've seen like 10.
A lot of bugs here.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's the little secret broods, the ticks. Yeah, great time. Great time had by all.
How are you supposed to get that guy off of you?
If you dodge roll, he falls off, and then I do love the spear for the ticks, because even if they jump at you and latch on, if you just like face them and spear, you can hit them even if they've latched on, and they're weak to pierce. Spear is great for the ticks. Long story short, I mean it's also good for like the seekers. If you're like fighting them one-on-one and you can take the time to stagger, spear is great for that.
What is this that is those like cocoons?
Yeah, they're seeker brood. They're like little larvae. You know, they're like the little. There's some royal jelly. There you go.
This is disgusting.
Disgusting.
I am not enjoying myself.
This is yucky.
This is yucky.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay.
But again, that's just kind of a general rule of thumb. I feel like the spear is great for more damage, and Frostner is really good for crowd control.
Okay, so right now you're just looking to make sure there's no more of that.
The black cores
in here.
But yeah, I'm just going to be looking around. There's sometimes secret rooms that have black cores in them that you're kind of looking for, but I'm just going to be clearing out to look for more black cores.
Okay. So that's what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm. Those little webbing things are basically doors. You have to knock them open. So you can see what's on the other side, but they can't get through it.
Get to you until you whack them?
Yeah. So that's what these are.
So they give you some form of protection while you're in here from being overrun?
Mm-hmm.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
Wow. This is something. Oh, I could see why this is stressful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ugh.
We're getting a lot of carapace as well, which is like the seekers drop carapace and seeker meat. And the carapace is like you can make certain armor with it, but you need more stuff than just that. And you can make arrows that are pretty good. And I do end up doing something like that at some point, but I don't actually end up using a lot of the carapace. But let's see. Okay, so
it doesn't look like there's a lot in this Oh!
See that weird writing on the wall over there?
I did not. Anyway, tell me about it anyway.
It's a secret door. Well, I'll go over there in a second. These rooms that look like this often have water at the bottom, and they have secrets that spawn down here. Sometimes they will have a big vizier that's pointing to the queen, and that's what I'm looking for and why I'm coming down here.
Okay.
If you're wondering, there's not one here.
Okay.
But it's also really nice using the Frostner there, because since they're sitting in water, the frost does more damage because they're sitting in water.
What's that?
This is the other thing that I am looking for that I haven't mentioned yet, but the Seal Breaker Fragment. That is a thing that I need to use to access the queen. So you get 9 fragments. Oh, here's 2 more black cores.
Oh, nice. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. The chest basically never has anything that I want. It has minor health potions, minor stamina, and sausage. And then coins. None of that I'm really going to take, just the black cores. Anyways, Seal Breaker Fragments. I need 9 of them to be able to open the door to fight the queen. So I do need 9 of those. I also need to find where the queen is. A lot of fun stuff going on.
Were you going to tell me something else about the secret door? Or just that it was a secret door?
Yeah, I was just going to show you. There's like weird blue lettering on the outside of it that shows what that is. And it often has black cores in it, so those are very nice to find.
So are you looking for the big vizier again?
Yeah. I'm going to be going down into these anytime I see them, because
Is this the only place where they are?
Probably not. Nothing's coming to mind immediately for where else you find them. There probably is somewhere else, but nothing that I'm thinking of right now.
Okay. This seems like a large dungeon. Are they normally... Is this normal size?
This is a relatively small one, actually.
Oh, okay.
I feel like. I don't know. It's not... And maybe I say that because there's not a ton of black cores. But it doesn't have...
And what did you say was the most black cores that you'd ever found in a dungeon?
I mean, more than 10.
Wow.
I feel like is a thing I've seen. It's a pretty good number. It's not super common, but you know. Let's see. So we're sitting at 3. I'm running out of ways to go. This is like the last series of open doors, so I'm not sure how much further it's going to go. But here's another pit and another one that doesn't have a Vigvis here.
Wow, this dungeon is just not it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how common that is, but I feel like from personal experience it's been more common than how often I'm running into it right now.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I'll accept that.
And this is a dead end. So I think that finishes out the dungeon. Like I've gone through everything to the conclusion. Oh, well, there's a couple of paths over here still. Okay.
So you have 3 of the things that you need. The globy orbs.
Yeah, the black cores, yeah.
Cores, got it. Okay. I don't know why I struggle to remember their names so much, but probably because they have a lot of very weird named things in this game. Nothing is normal.
All right, here's 17 ticks.
Yeah, that's yucky.
That's only a slight exaggeration.
Ay, ay, ay. So what happens if the tick latches onto you?
It just slowly sucks your blood, slowly deals damage to you.
Okay, and the only way to get it off is to roll?
Yeah, or you can sometimes hit it even if it's on you, depending on where it's at.
Okay.
But, okay, let's see. I think that's it.
Seems that way. Seems like you're double checking.
Mm-hmm.
Good to go.
So, that one's cleared out. Only 3 black cores.
Depressing.
Gotta find another one. Unfortunate.
It's bleak. It's real bleak.
And now I have the freaking seal breaker fragment, which I'm not going to delete because those are even more rare than the black cores, and I need 9 of them eventually.
Okay, so you're holding on to that. That's inventory slot is perma taken.
Basically until I kill the queen, until I get 9 and turn that in.
What is this big thudding in the background?
Lightning?
Okay, didn't know.
It's sped up a little bit, so it sounds weird. So here's another fortress I'm running into. Let's see what's happening here. There's a lot of these guys around.
I'm just as interested as you are. If not more so, as I didn't play through it. All right, we were just slowing down to just see all the people. Okay. All right.
And nothing happened at that time.
You're slowing it down so as not to spoil. You're like, I'm slowing it down,
I
guys.
don't
You
know.
don't know. Is it something? Is it nothing?
Because I was gonna say, like, I didn't know if I was gonna take down that tower to get the what are those pieces called?
I don't know.
The black marble. A lot of black things in Mistlands. Right after the black metal. Anyways, but I do need black marble as well to get the black forge.
Okay.
So I have to get those at some point. Anyways.
Now I gotta deal with more of these buggos.
Buggos. Buggo.
Yeah, these are yucky. So buggos are the main threat in the Mistlands.
Mm-hmm. Buggos. Yeah, even the queen is obviously the queen. It makes sense. It is just a big bug.
But how yucky.
Very. Anyways. I'm getting a ton of seeker meat, which is, again, very nice because it's like a base of 60 health, and like 5 or 6 health regen per second. This is very nice. This is almost an abandoned burger fortress. Not quite. It's different. It's not capped off. Like, you notice it doesn't have a roof.
Oh, okay.
So these ones will like get seekers spawning in them, but generally don't have. It's not a dungeon. Hello. Here we go. So yeah, nothing in there. Very
Wow, it really breaks your heart, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just want a dungeon. Here's a random bridge that spawns. You can knock that down if you have a black metal pickaxe.
Why?
Why knock it down?
Yeah.
It drops. Why do I keep forgetting what it's called? The black stone.
Black marble?
Black marble. Boom. You got it.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was something different.
Yeah. Okay, here. That is another abandoned Burger Fortress. There we go. So, and there's like always like 4 or so seekers that spawn around it.
So you're just trying to kill this one over here without drawing a bunch of attention to yourself?
I would like to.
Clearly that did not totally work out.
No. And I'm still standing, but I'm pretty low on health, and it's not ideal. And
Really good. Elton John would definitely be proud. Here comes another. Oh, there they all are.
Yeah. It's just a
Why
constant.
don't you, at this point, try to shoot one of them with like an arrow?
Well, because at any second they can just jump and fly up at me,
Got it. That's fair.
and then dive bomb.
Also, why is it so visible right here?
Because some sections of the map are just like that, which is part of why it doesn't, like, you don't always need the wisp light. But yeah, this is a nice section of the map that just isn't covered in mist.
Okay, well that's handy. We can really see what's going on here. All the bug guts, yummy.
Oh, I hear a yawl. There's a dock down there. Normally those have like a couple of diverger, and they'll have an extractor down there if you want to get an extractor. I'm kind of trying to bystep that phase of this, but okay, here's another infested mine. I did not portal this one, but
That's a risky little game.
yeah, it's fine. So there's a black core over there.
I saw it. A lot of bug
And there's a seeker soldier and several seekers, which is not ideal. Normally, those guys can't really make it up into here, but holy crap, they just pushed him up in here. So that's also that's a 1-star. Okay, so I do manage to jump up over him, and I'm just like, I'm kind of screwed here. I'm trying to see if I can find anything. I got a couple black cores. Got it. We're at 5.
So if I die, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
What a
there's
strat.
yeah.
There's so many bugs. How are you supposed to deal with this?
That's a good question, Katie. I just leave.
Okay, so you chose to die, or they killed you?
I would have liked to survive, but yeah, they just
killed you.
There's a freaking 1-star seeker soldier stuck in the entryway, so it's gonna be kind of hard to even just leave at that point too. Yeah, that was. Anyways, I got the 2 cores at least.
That's what you needed. So
Yeah, and then
so you went back to the other one now?
yeah, okay, because I've got the 5 black cores, and now I'm trying to get the black marble. So I'm just going around. These towers, as we know, do actually drop it. I was trying to see if there was anywhere in the dungeon that dropped anything, so I went to the one that I did have a portal to that I had already cleared out. Couldn't find anything that would drop it.
Okay.
Because everything is building pieces
Ooh,
besides this.
here comes another one.
Yeah, mining attracts a lot of attention. So
Will it tear down this marble thing like it does a tree?
I think so, yes. I think that's what those hit splats are. It seems like that's what those are. Burger shows up, so that's helpful. But I'm also just kind of trying to kite the guy around the tower so he'll knock it down.
This is crazy pants.
Yeah. Ooh. And so there we go. He does end up knocking it down. I got that for black marble.
And then you can just leave. Bye.
So now for the Black Forge itself, I think it only needs 5, but then to get one of the upgrades, I need a bit more. So I think I'm not sure exactly how much I need, but it's at least 10.
Okay.
But so I'm going to need to get more. There's another one here that I can start getting, but I hear a yawl, and it's nighttime, and that's not good.
Okay, why not?
Well, in the nighttime, yawls can spawn as 1 and 2 stars, and they're already
hard to beat.
they're already horrible. Yeah. Oh, and there it is. So I'm kind of just gonna let them deal with it.
Oh, right, because that's what I was gonna ask. Won't they just go deal with it?
Yeah.
So then why can't you just mine that thing while it's there?
Well, that's a good question, Katie. Maybe because of that. There's explosions everywhere. Gosh.
Who knew?
Yeah. So, not having a great time here. There's a Diverger extractor on the ground I could pick up. I didn't even realize that was there. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, ideally they are taking it out, but they're also taking damage. So
Wow, you just brought it right to him, Aaron.
just I'm sounding the beacon. There you go. They took it out though, but
Ay, ay, ay.
I don't remember exactly why I was trying to place that. I think I was trying to stop something from despawning, so I could come back and pick stuff up later. But they have a ward there.
Huh.
But yeah, so and this is where this kind of cuts off. So this already went. This did go a little bit long in the recording, just because I'm not back at base. I don't have a portal right where I'm at, and I was awkwardly here in the middle of the night and trying to not die. So this will pick up from here in the next episode.